next.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. Sorry it took me so long. First, I want to sincerely thank all the students that were out there for Owl Walk. I mean, they continue to impress me. It was as impressive today as forever. Thank the fans for being there. They meant a lot to us. They helped keep our juice level high the whole game, all 4 quarters. I want to thank Pat Chun, John Kelly, Anthony Barber for their continued support as we work to build this program. It means the world to us. But finally, and most importantly, want to congratulate our players for staying the course for 4 quarters and for really continuing to work to get better each week. And we continue to take things 1 week at a time as we build this program. There were some things that happened today that I'm proud of. Hopefully we can start some trends. You know, my mind goes to, just talked about it on the radio, there in the 3rd quarter we have a 17-10 lead coming out of halftime, and Richard Leonard is one of the best returners I've seen in my career. He's a really, really special kick returner, punt returner, and he hits us for 60 plus. It gets called back because of blocking the back. We have some things happen. We get them to 3rd and long. They convert with a kind of a surprise run on 3rd and long, and they have some things happen. Our defense holds them to a field goal. At that point, I think we're all seeing how's Florida Atlantic going to respond. Well, our offense responds by working their way back down the field. Quez fights to convert on 4th and 4. It ends up leading to a touchdown and put it at 24-10. So that's a moment in the game where I said, all right, our kids are starting to grow up here. And then you look at the end of the game, you know, when we need to get a couple first downs to finish it, to see freshman Trey Rodriguez on counter twice in a row get outside, get very close to the sideline, and what sounds like a simple thing to do when you're playing the game is not as easy. He goes down to ensure that the clock continues to run. So right in front of your eyes, you guys are seeing some of our young players learn how to win. So for that, all the players deserve the credit, and the assistant coaches, and I couldn't be happier for them. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
How does it feel to win your first Shula Bowl?
Feels great. You know, I've been a part of trophy games in the past. I've been a part of great rivalries, and we actually, on Thursday, took time to talk about what it would be like if we get that opportunity to go take part in bringing that trophy back home. And I think for those of you that were out there, saw the passion from our kids when they went to go get that trophy, and it was meant as no disrespect for Florida International. I really respect what's going on with Ron Turner. He's in his 3rd year. You can see him gaining traction with his players and his system. But our kids were passionate about getting that trophy back, and you know, Coach Turner deserves a lot of credit for what he's building down there, and I think it's a great rivalry for the future.
Coach, how would you describe that celebration? I don't know how much you stuck out there.
You know, I didn't get a chance to go over with them to go attack the trophy, and I didn't know where it was, to be honest with you. And all of a sudden, I see all of our kids running way down to the far corner, and I don't know how they knew where it was, but I was really locked in until the clock hit 0, because we've all been in games where crazy things happen, and you know, I knew our hands team was going to end up having to be put out there. I think it was Ralph Leonard that got the reception. Is that right, Katrina? And you know, so my mind is just going through scenarios. All right, well, how many first downs do we need? What personnel group are we going in? So when I finally hit 0, I said, all right, our kids are going to go enjoy this. I'm going to go tell Coach Turner how much I think of him and what they're doing at Florida International, and then go make sure our kids are safe.
Coach, a few weeks ago you talked about Trey Hendrickson and how he was having next level conversations with you in a recent game, and he tied a single season sack record today. Could you talk about his performance?
I didn't realize that he tied that sack record. You know, he continues to mature in so many ways that it's hard to even tell you guys the full story about how he's growing up as a man, and that's carrying over to his play on the field. And he's someone I really enjoy talking to. I can get a gauge of kind of where our D-line and our football team is by him and Trey Coley on any given practice. And to their credit, those two really work hard to not only play and perform at a high level, but have an effect on those players around them. So I hope that our other young guys that are just learning how to play the game see how their approach can affect those around them. And if we do that, we have a chance in the future to continue to build towards a good program.
Every time your offense touched the ball, you made it into FIU territory. How did that help your defense and just help you overall?
Well, it was we had a lot of one of our keys to victory this week was really about move the chains, make sure we established some run game, which I feel like we did a better job of today than I think we ever have. There was, you know, the first drive down there where we ended up, I believe that's where we kicked. No, we went for it on 4th and 2. We had 3rd and 2 and we threw it, and then we threw it again on 4th and 2. And then what was fun for me was hearing our offensive line come off the field and tell us we can run the ball. And when you get your O-line saying those things, and then you give them the opportunity to do it, and they do it, those are moments. Those are moments that you really can build on and move forward. And we've got a tremendous, tremendous challenge next week in Western Kentucky, so hopefully we can build off of that.
How about Jalen's play? I mean, that was pretty much the game clincher. What did you see there?
You know, just a kid with great instincts. It's great because he didn't leave his job to go make a big play. He was doing his job, stuck his foot in the ground, made a great break, and then you see the talent of what some of our young guys are displaying right now. And I knew he wasn't going to get caught. I'm proud of him for not getting caught, and you know, I'm excited to see another freshman get another pick six. I think that's 3 on the year.
In the first quarter, after your second drive, Driscoll came into the game after Quez came out. Obviously, he was dealing with the ankle. Was that the reason behind?
Not at all. No, that was predetermined. We were going to get Driscoll in there because Quez is, guys, and again, I want to be real crystal clear on this. Quez has been doing everything he can to make sure he gets his ankles healthy, and he's getting closer. I think you saw that on some of his runs today. But we made the decision going into the game that we were going to get Driscoll in third series regardless, so that if, you know, Quez's ankles started to bother him as the game went on, that Driscoll was going to be in position where we could go in and be ready.
Was he a better runner today? It seemed like Quez kind of...
I thought he was. Yeah, I thought he was much, much closer to what we've seen out of Quez in the past. And like I said, he's been fighting the entire season to get back in 2, 3, sometimes 4 treatments a day. On Monday, when the guys have their day off, their mandatory day off, and I look out my windows and doing film study, and there's Quez out there by himself. I mean, getting routes and getting drops, or, you know, getting extra work done. So he's fighting to get back, and I'm glad he had a nice day today.
How much did you guys need this win? I mean, after the way this season's gone, I mean,
You know,
does it kind of like relieve? I mean,
it was special this week because we won this week, and the kids put a lot into it. And I'm really hoping that we can build off of that. Hoping our young players can learn how to affect each other. And there's some players I get texts every night, all year, 10:30 at night. Coach, we're turning this, and we're with you, and we're with each other, and all those things. And it's just good for them to get this feeling after all the work they put in, because they have not let up. And the players deserve all the credit for that.
Coach, do you feel like these freshmen had to learn how to win a game like this?
I think they're just learning that there's a lot more situational awareness at this level. Third down and whatever means something, right? End of the game, going down on a counter play out to the outside to the left, it means something. I mean, you can finish a game. So, you know, we're in high school, I think a lot of these guys were so dominant at their level, they were just being dominant. And now as the talent equalizes, you really got to learn situational football and apply it and focus.
Anyone else?
Going forward, because I mean, this erases a lot of the stuff I think they probably have in the first 2 weeks. So just as far as the mindset of we can't do it.
Yeah, honestly, Chuck, I'm not going to look into it that deep. I'm proud of the continued progress of all of our guys, and again, all the kids deserve the credit, and we won this week, so I'm proud of them.
Did the seniors say anything about them?
They did, but it was their words for their team, so I'm going to leave it there.
And did you notice by any chance that there were a whole bunch of former players that got out on the field to take part in that celebration?
I saw Randall. Randall came around. I missed him on Thursday because Thursday's our family night, and I get to go watch my 2 daughters play softball on Thursday night. So I missed him, and then I called him and said, boy, we'd love to have you talk. We had another former player, Mike, I want to say it wrong, Gianlombardo. Am I saying that right? Former player, was here for a couple of years. He's in charge of our Veterans Affairs on campus, and he spoke to the team this morning. I love our former players. I want them around, but giving you kind of a long-winded answer, I saw Randall on the field. I saw William Dukes on the field, and I'm glad we get a chance to make them proud this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Next up is Troy Rodriguez.